Yeah, here we go. Instructions are in English. But the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. Seems that Rena didn't handle this kind of game very well. Oh yeah, speaking of which, it's almost done. Giving away copies of Nekopara. Giveaway still up for another 2 hours. Plenty of weapons too. Knives, axes, poison. Locations are pretty nice too, like living room and study in the courtyard. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. And ask each other about the other cards and figure out the right ones. So the cards have the 2 perpetrators, and raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check the answer is correct. Oh, that's good, Atsuko. Keep you in. Want a cat? Hi. How you doing, kitty? So we're gonna play a card game. So there's supposed to be a tragedy that's supposed to happen at the festival last night, but everything seems hunky-dory right now. So we're just playing some card games in class. Wow, good girl. Yeah, good kitty. Yes. I guess you can figure out. So, Mion, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention at Mion. Let's see. We're all a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. We have to rush out and buy stuff for everyone. So just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. Good girl, yeah. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder, is it really? Is Keiichi's not thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't know what you'll have to go buy. I'm betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual, something like that. Cards are lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. Real perpetrator, the correct weapon in the scene of murder has been taken out so that these old cards I have in my hand are innocent cards. Well, I guess I'll go first then. Yo, knife, study! You pick one suspect weapon and murder scene. You can ask each person. Oh, here we go. Two people had one. So Lena acts and lounge. One of them's the correct part of the crime. No, wait, even if they say they have one, I don't see how many. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is just me on fucking. Two of the cards. Go wait just a little. Do from the box. You're right. All I need is one more hand. Oh, is this really not working properly? What's going on here? Oh, here was Chris. It showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom for my body heat. Oh, good, good. I want to see what's going on now, man. School ground, some of our classmates are still playing. Just spending some time cooling my head. Rena had made her way over towards me. Got my links over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. Oh boy. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point, Rena. What's your record at this game we're playing today? Looking back at the moment, you slightly opened them up. Losses. I wonder. I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull out a last-minute comeback with this one. So I guess both of us will be taking that penalty. Hey, don't act so defeated already. How about we win this? Yeah, let's win this. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan was a crew entry. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own moves. Since our seekers were right next to each other. Okay, got it. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Both we now start winning over and over. Both we now will have earned enough points to avoid being the losers. Excellent. We have a moment. It's a teacher. You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? Sound like I'm in a hotel. They've been waiting. Please hurry. Oh, man. They don't waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man. His tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Maebara-san? Keiichi Maebara-san? There was no question he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa, and that this was without a doubt the first time he'd ever met me. Ever since I met Tomitaki-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men. That's right. Who might you be? I have this AC on in my car. Let's talk there. It's about high here, don't you think? The man completely ignored my question, pointed over to his car parked near the gate, and began walking. You gotta be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some old geezer I didn't even know. You asked me to get in a car with him? Yeah, man. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. I'm not gonna bite. Come on now. Didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about. Oh boy. The inside of his car is pretty cool. Cars with air conditioning is supposed to be a luxury. Oh yeah, it's like the 1980s. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? Please, I have a habit of cranking it all the way up. So what business do you have of me? Despite I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to start to question me. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture. On it was a pretty goofy looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, tell me. There were some scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker. Whoa. I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from his expressionless picture. He looked like he was taken at the DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker, starting with yours, Maibara-san. Quite a few classmates of yours signed on as well. Oh God, please don't. Please don't. Huh? This is Tomitaki-san? Oh boy. This is playing with my ears too, going left to right. There's no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. And do you know this woman? Even before seeing it, I had a good idea who it was. I don't remember her name, but she's some lady who was with Tomitaki-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Watanagashi, we spoke. They seemed pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it. Being asked for every little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitaki-san? Something happened to him. Something happened to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew about him more than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You've moved here recently, isn't that right? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Oyashiro-sama? My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. Probably showed on my face. Not at all. If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I've heard of it. Tomitaki-san told me, actually. How much do you know about it? This vampire killing. The accidental death. The death by illness followed by suicide. And the lady who was beaten to death. Oh boy, I need to get some water, guys. It's shit in the fan. back. The incident that always has happened on the day of Onikakushi. Oh God, why did it have to be him? I wish he didn't leave. I wish he didn't leave this night. Really thought we got away scot-free. Oh, you're streaming too, Laura? Okay. Drop a link for your stream too. I'll have to check your stuff out later. Like, if I'm done, I'll try and host you if you're on whatever. So I was just getting a drink. I didn't think Tomitaki-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than that. Do you know of that, well, curse, Mayabara-san? Feel free to speak openly about it. Don't believe in it. My answer was instant. There's so much I didn't believe in, it's clear on the verge of believing. Really, that's great. Guess you're the other one of those city raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so can you get to the point? The man in the picture is dead. He's gone. You know what? Alexa, turn off living room. My mind went blank. Oh my gosh, here it comes. I can't believe this. Oh boy. Oh, what happened to Tomitaki-san? It would seem that he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Mayabara-san? I'm gonna set something up here. Oh, good kitty. Good kitty. Hi. Oh, good girl. Location is not ending yet. Not even for the cause of the death or the reasons behind it. You'll probably died on the day of the Watanagashi. Are you really gonna turn that on, buddy? Alexa, turn on living room. Meaning this year, the curse of Onikakushi-hen had happened once again. The death of Jiro Tomitaki is still confidential. Understand why that is, right? Didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Something happened. It was rather peculiar. You know what? I just want this to turn off. Alexa, turn off living room. Might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hanamizawa. It's a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. But only regret forced myself to learn of something that I shouldn't. At least I figured I would feel if I listened to the rest. Whenever a patrol car has discovered the body on the way back from security detail at the festival. Okay, this is gonna have to... Testing? No, we want that too. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll keep going on like this, huh? Here we go. This is tough, man. 5 till midnight. Location was, you know the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope. On the shoulder around there. A few street lights on that road. It's pitch black darkness. It was only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitaki-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitaki-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run at first. When the officer checked to see if he was still alive, he quickly noticed something got normal. His throat had been ripped open. Oh my god, this sound design, this is amazing. From a knife or something? No. Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? Were those he clawed through? From the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was his own nails. Oh, what? What does that mean? Basically, it means it wasn't a murder, it was a suicide? Tomitaki-san thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat as hard as he could with his own nails. tore through his skin until he started to bleed. And even then, Tomitaki-san didn't stop. He continued clawing. With intensity, could have peeled off his nails, still clawing. Still clawing. As his nails reached those vital arteries that he could never damage, he continued clawing, splurt. Blood spattered on the ground around him as he bled, while gasping for breath. Collapsed, his body spasmed, and he died in agony. He thought drugs were to blame, but nothing of that nature was detected. But this, it was a suicide. Never heard of such a thing. This is a natural way of dying. This wasn't a mysterious death, and what was? The way he died was... In these 5 years, his death most resembled that of a curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitaki-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There were a few more suspicious details. From his body, chemistry, perspiration, epilation, and so on, we concluded that he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. Oh, King Voster, thank you for the follow. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could be in a sound state of mind while clawing out their own throat. Wounds on his hands matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces of where he struck trees in the guardrails with it. Tomitaki-san's blood was found all over the place, meaning... while tearing at his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber. There were external injuries which were not self-inflicted, discovered on Tomitaki-san. There is a high probability Tomitaki-san was assaulted. The external injuries suggest there may be multiple suspects. To summarize, Tomitaki-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic, after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat. Clawing at it. Oh God, this is horrific. And he died. Presumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m. Meaning it occurred right after you finished talking to Tomitaki at the festival. Everyone signed Tomitaki-san's shirt and parted ways. Right after that, oh yeah, he would have been with that woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up to work and she hasn't returned home either. High probability that she was involved in this incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought that something unfortunate happened to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. Hey, thank you for the follow, Snowsparks39. The time I had spent with Tomitaki-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We've been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villagers here aren't cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitaki-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me? Because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? Should have been angry that was the reason he wanted to hear what happened from me. Things go the way they happen, and the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitaki died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me, gazed off far into the distance. The night of the Tanagashi, during our sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos, angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oshima-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitaki-san. Tomitaki-san had had to have been killed by humans. A cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse. I think so as well. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses. Tenshu was cut with a man's hearty laugh. That's how this must be, Mayabara-san. Cooperation from this individual in Hinamizawa who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomitaki-san nor I believed in curses. But with the way things were going, it would just end up with Tomitaki-san's death marking the 5th year. Which would mean that the Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitaki-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitaki-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There's no way Tomitaki-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there is nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No, if you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that's enough. If I see or hear, he was talking in future tense. Things, or peoples, or rumors. Anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, then just leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee-deep in this matter. Please help me solve these questions surrounding Tomitaki-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Why was I hesitating? I needed to find the murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper and a satisfied grin spread across his face. Please keep this confidential. Understood. If your friends are well, especially from Sonozaki-san and Furuedi-san, please do not inform them. Oh god, this song again. Sonozaki? You mean Mion? Why? Are you saying they have something to do with the incident? With my friend's names brought up so abruptly and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem to be especially offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you. Say it! This song's really good. He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak after thinking for a bit. There is a possibility that a string of incidents happening here in Hinamizawa are a result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, each of the cases were resolved, and none of the perpetuators had any direct connection to the village. And how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt that day the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents that happened on that day was somehow related to Hinamizawa. First was a dam construction foreman. Then it was a villager that supported it. Those the village hold a grudge against die, one after the other, from mysterious causes. The means are different, but in the end, the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion, but couldn't just be shrugged off. So the victims after that, what about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village. The village had expected leadership from these Shinto priests at the time of the dam dispute. But he wasn't proactive, so there was a faction of villagers who harbored ill will toward him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he had anything bad to do with the village. What about that housewife after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. What about Tomitaki-san? He's not affiliated with the dam project at all. Was he killed just because he was an outsider? In the beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's not just enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider is reason enough. The next year's victim, they're just going to be picked out of the village outsider pool. It might be a person that just moved here. What do you mean by... I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who will be considered the most outside will be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. The next victim's my family. Lucino's gonna be me? But what does it have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the dam protests. Quite fervently so. This is also true of Mion Sonozaki herself. She had quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of the protests. I knew Mion knew what it meant to fight. So first I'd heard of her family leading the protests, though. And, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with a string of incidents? I wouldn't go that far. Just saying that it was a conspiracy, and then have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. I felt like he magnificently avoided details I really wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. Exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression. Seeing that he understood it well enough. Think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's the curse. How about that? What do you mean by how about that? How should I know? The reasoning behind wanting me to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with the curse. He's definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry about needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's now my turn to keep it from them so they don't have to worry. I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else had been worrying over these mysterious incidents yearly, and the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted, as insipid as it was, but it couldn't be helped. I understand, I'll keep it to myself. Is that fine, Mr. Oishi from the Okinawa police station? You can call me Kura-chan if you want. No, Oishi-san is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was a spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before in the cops shows I watch. Taking up too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? Should probably let you get back to them. Door opened with a click, and in streamed the oppressive heat wave. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It It was as if the Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as the thought crossed my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling him what it was too late to say something that self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, Maibara-san. There is enough proof that the village is not involved. I'll contact you if I hear or see anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, Maibara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know how much time had passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitaki-san's death was hard enough as it was, but think that there was a possibility of a village conspiracy? Worse still, there was also a chance that Mion was involved? Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rina, Satoko, or Rika-chan. Was it a group that attacked Tomitaki-san? Who could the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here, somewhere in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator. It's Mi-chan. The perpetrator? Huh? Saw the hear Rina's voice. With the rope in the lounge. Waha, nope. Rina crushed her head while flailing about. Looks like he's just self-destructing over here. Wow. Ah, Keiichi-san, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger. Ah, sorry about that. I was called into the staff room, you see. You're reprimanded for bad behavior? That's a shame. Well, it's been pretty heated over here. Since it's getting pretty late, let's make the next game the last one. Right, I had 0 points. Isn't it pretty much decided I'm going to be finishing last place? Okay, guys, getting late here. Gonna save for now.